So I'm Dr. Jody Silver. So today we did an infusion cooking demonstration. So we started with a carrot ginger soup. So the soup basically started with a regular uninfused oil and garlic, onions, carrots. We had fresh ginger, fresh turmeric, and oranges. And then we used a gluten-free vegan bouillon as well for that, and that was blended up. And then we also demonstrated how we would actually make an infused oil. So we did that using the sous vide method and showed people how they could easily decarb as well as infuse oils at a very specific temperature, and it's very easy to do and there's no smell. So for people that have that and want to be able to do it at home, I think people were really interested in how easy that was. And then I also showed them how they can dilute that oil then again and use a home tester to be able to actually tell what kind of percentage of THC they have in their oils. So we did that, which again I think because you have a lot of people that are used to having THC and some of them don't care what the percentage is, they just want as much as they can get. But there are a lot of people who don't want that, and they want to know what their dosage is, and they want to be able to start small by doing microdosing. So I think it's really important to be able to understand what the dosage is. So by diluting the oil down with more oil and then testing at home, you can really get a gauge for how to start to cook with it. So we did that. And then because the soup was not infused, I did show people how they could infuse their soup afterwards, is basically trickle in their infused oil at the end so that they're not ruining the oil by a super high heat, and they can immersion blend that into the soup. And then we topped each soup with a little bit of infused basil oil. So this is oil that I had made ahead of time. You can see how green it is. Basically, this was made with blanched basil, fresh basil, and then it was infused with a coconut oil that was tested to be 14% THC per milligram per milliliter. So we didn't need a whole lot of that, just a kind of sprinkling, and that made a really nice pop to the color. And then we also made, and these are gone because everybody loved them, these started out as raw pumpkin seeds that we had basically just pan cooked in a dry cast iron skillet, and then for about 5 to 7 minutes on low. And then when they were done, we just drizzled over an olive oil that I had infused that was about 7.5%, and with a little bit of salt on top. So we put those on top of the soup as well. And the last thing that we had was, there's only a little bit left, is we used a Greek yogurt, and this had salt in it as well as some orange zest. And then this one everyone wanted really concentrated, so we took the concentrated oil that I had been infusing over the past day or two, and we just added that in there. So people were eating that with the soup, they were eating that with the papitas, and so I think everyone really enjoyed that as well. So that's pretty much what we covered, how easy it is to make a nutritious kind of soup like this that they can have for their own health, as well as if they're a caretaker. Kind of a communal meal, which is easy to share, but how easy it is to infuse different products at home and really vary based on what your body can handle. It was fun, and the soup's gone.